Welcome to Listens Live, as well as Maverick. You see him on the floor there. Guys, welcome both of you to Listens Live.
Thanks for having us again.
Yeah, of course. It's always awesome to have you. We have a lot of cool companies that come on, and I love the ones that are purpose-driven, are service-driven, mission-driven, and that's definitely what you guys are. Outside of roofing, siding, gutters, everything that you guys do, the most important thing is culture and helping the community around you.
Absolutely.
So it's awesome to talk about that. But today we want to talk about winterizing your house. There's so much, I'm just thinking about my house, so much I want to get done before the temperature starts to go down. And personally, I'm looking forward to that temperature to go down because that's when I thrive, when the weather gets good and I can finally feel comfortable being outside and doing stuff. But it happens so quick. And sometimes you just never have enough time to do these projects. So my first question for you, what's some of the stuff that maybe people forget or never get to that you can help them with before that weather starts to drop?
Yeah, for sure. Well, actually, that's why we're here, because although you're excited to get those projects done, most homeowners don't want to do those projects.
I say excited. Maybe that's a little much. I'm ready to get them done. I know I will not accomplish all of them.
Yeah. So really the main thing is just get things inspected, right? Get your roof inspected, make sure it's watertight and snow tight for winter. Get your siding inspected, make sure you're not having drafty windows. Get your deck inspected. People don't realize that what ice does to especially a wood deck, it expands and contracts and it eats away at it. And next thing you know, you walk out in the spring and you're falling through your deck. So just get your exteriors mostly inspected to make sure everything's in tip-top shape. We offer free inspections unless it's a little bit more involved. Then obviously we'll charge for any kind of tests we do or anything like that. But yeah, just get it inspected and see what's wrong with it, and then we can get you quotes on things.
So what does the process look like? Give you guys a call, see what goes from there. You guys come out, take a look. What's that process look like, start to finish?
Yeah, absolutely. You can either go on our website and book an inspection right there. Our Calendly link is on there, or you can call us, email us, go on our website. Either way, we're going to respond pretty quickly and come out and do an inspection for you.
So I want to talk about some of the areas of the home that get neglected the most, or maybe the most easily avoidable, maybe the most forgotten. One of those things I know is gutters. So let's start there. Yep. Start with gutters and tell me anything else that maybe people may forget that they're going to want to remember this time of year.
Yeah. So definitely gutters are the most neglected that I see. Probably because you can't see inside of them, and also a lot of people, they don't have a level attached to their gutters, right? So they don't know if their gutters are pitched properly, or sometimes it loses pitch. Sometimes they start to sag and they don't realize it. What happens is, especially when winter comes, if they fill with water and then it freezes and you have tens of pounds of force pulling down on those gutters, can cause damage to the fascia. And then obviously later on it can cause ice dam and build up, and then eventually water leaks. And so gutters are probably the most neglected thing on a home that customers don't tend to look at and get service before winter comes.
I mean, you're talking about what is essentially equivalent of multiple small children dangling from the gutters.
Absolutely.
Overnight for an extended period of time. It makes sense that would then drag them down and cause a lot of problems. So what can you guys do? Obviously, you can come in, you could fix those gutters, replace them, you could clean them out to just make sure that everything is functioning properly. But what can you do to not only help them get past that part, but also help them save money?
Well, I want to tell you really quick about a little trade secret. Most of us roofers or exterior companies, we make our money in the spring. Why? Because these projects are neglected in the wintertime, because they don't get inspected. And the average cost of a repair is about $8,800. Whereas if you get it inspected now and get something tidied up now, it might only be a $100 repair, $200 repair. That's going to save you dividends in the long run. So because of that, because it gets neglected, we end up making a lot of money in the spring. Now, obviously, if you want us to come by and do a bigger project, then wait till the spring. If not, give us a call in the winter and we'll come take a look at it. But ways to really avoid them, like you said, cleaning the gutters out. That's really, really important. Making sure that the downspouts are not clogged up, because the downspouts will fill with water and freeze and expand and crack things. Like I said earlier, get them repitched. You can also refasten sagging gutters, okay? If they're sagging, get them refastened. If it needs to do wood in the back, we can do that. But also what you can do is, and I brought a little sample here, is install simple gutter guard, okay? So this is an aluminum gutter guard. It's installed pretty quickly. They come in 3 or 4 foot sections, and they go underneath your shingle, and they fit pretty much any and every gutter you can think of. These little things right here can save thousands and thousands of dollars. It prevents ice from building up, leaves from building up, and then eventually snow and ice. And then, again, people invest in these because they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with cleaning off the leaves out of their gutters. So come get your gutters cleaned, install some gutter guards, and then you can prevent a lot of problems from happening in the future.
So it's like Brandon is fine if you call him until spring and then you pay him even more money. But I mean, clearly just hearing him talk, he doesn't want you to have to do that. He'll do it. He'll gladly take more money. But at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is just help people before they have to do a problem. And I think that's a really cool part of the business you operate and the way you operate it. Just knowing that you're looking out for customers. You want to make sure that people aren't getting more or taken for more money than what they need to. You don't want people getting taken advantage of by other companies that might tell them they need something that they don't. Just talk to that and why that's so important for you.
So, yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to caveat this. There's a lot of good companies out there, okay? And I know a lot of other owners that do the same thing that I do. And one thing that we talk about is there isn't a lot of competition between us. The competition is between good companies and bad companies. You got fly-by-night companies that come through and do a hack job or something like that, and then they charge too much money on something that should have been a lot less. And so, yeah, it's really important to help people understand our mission. Our actual mission statement is we are trying to change the way that homeowners view contractors in general. When I was a Marine when I wore a Marine Corps uniform, and not that I cared about it, but I care, but not that I was seeking for something like that. But they would always say, thank you for your service, and I appreciate that. But now when I meet people and they say, what do you do? And I say, well, I'm a contractor. They say, oh, you're a contractor, And I thought to myself, well, what if I was wearing my uniform? Would you be saying the same thing? But there's a lot of us out there. There's a lot of good contractors that are out there that are doing good work, educating the customers, making sure that their community is taken care of. And I want people to know that there are good contractors out there.
You want the contractor uniform to mean something around here.
Absolutely.
Maybe not. Maybe it will never get to the level of the Marines as well. But again, we've got another segment. Brandon's going to join us. Maverick is staying as well. We're going to tell you a little bit more about BHC Roofing, a little bit about the culture that makes them special. You've heard a little bit about it. But we're also going to talk to them about a deal that you can only get from watching Listens Live at this next segment. So stick around. We'll be back with Brandon just in